Welcome, spiritual beings. This is the third eye vision. According to some schools of psychological and spiritual thought, random coincidences are actually synchronicities, or very intentional and on purpose winks from the universe. And this confluence feels meaningful. It is an event where needs are met, people are encountered, or things just come together perfectly when we need them. While the concept, coined by psychiatrist Carl Jung in the early 20th century, has little by way of supportive scientific evidence, synchronicities can hold potent spiritual powers. Our lives are peppered with meaningful synchronicities that we can choose to embrace. The tricky part is simply learning how to spot them and interpret their messages. Keep watching to learn the spiritual meaning of synchronicities, examples of them, and tips for being able to understand what they're trying to tell you. What does a synchronicity mean spiritually? Synchronicities are not just coincidences meant to surprise and delight us, although they can definitely do that. Rather, spiritual synchronicities are strategically orchestrated and perfectly aligned to deliver a message, provide guidance, or provide reassurance that we're on the right path. Most of us notice lots of things, but we usually choose to believe they have nothing to do with us. Spiritually, everything we see was put in front of us for a reason. Spiritual synchronicities tend to show up more when experiencing a soul awareness state, such as when you're questioning a decision, a relationship, or a career choice. The forces that are sending these synchronicities as a means to dial down our hectic world and to start listening to our voice within, in other words, your intuition. The silence that you invoke will enable you to clear away the external influences, and there will be more ease in your life. Examples of spiritual synchronicities. What can spiritual synchronicities look like in real life? Recurring patterns and repetition are key indicators. Common ones are repeating numbers like 1111, 222, 555. Also known as angel numbers. The numbers that come through are normally sent by the universe for us to pay attention to how we are living our lives at this moment. The synchronicities that ensue from a numeral standpoint are best compared to a spiritual alarm clock. Depending on the numbers that repeat, there is a deeper message to consider. Numbers overall have different frequencies and messages. Spiritual synchronicities can also show up as a song on the radio that reminds you of something or someone, or has lyrics that are a clear message to something you've been debating. Essentially, it can be anything that serves as an unmistakable sign related to some sort of internal struggle you're experiencing. As you ponder the amount of preparation ahead of you, wondering if you have the time, the car in front of you slows down, and you see their bumper sticker that reads "Go slow." This is synchronicity. Again, this isn't a studied science with evidentiary support, but from a spiritual point of view, the potential confirmation biases associated with synchronicities are also telling and helpful for urging you to follow a path that you feel you are meant to take. How to spot synchronicities and interpret their messages. To spot spiritual synchronicities in your life, I advise looking around, paying attention, and being present. Be open to seeing what is there, not just what you are looking for or expect to be there. Stop mentally going over your schedule, your task list, and your worries while you do this. Allow your mind to wander, and be curious about your environment. Furthermore, it's important to be open to receiving the messages, and not necessarily looking feverishly for them. The best way to tune in and seek out the signs is to not look for them. As far as interpreting the specific messages goes, it's best to rely on your intuition. A specific synchronicity can mean one thing to one person, and something different to someone else. Always listen to your inner voice, and set aside the fear-based way of thinking in order to discern the information received. Pay attention to what you were thinking about or doing when the synchronicity presented. For instance, if you're thinking about a loved one who has passed, and you randomly hear their favorite song, it's a message worth introspecting about. Ultimately, the power for seeing and interpreting starts and ends with you and your intuitive powers. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy sharing, please like, subscribe, share, and also leave me a comment. It not only helps with the YouTube algorithm, but also spread love and positive energy across the earth. Go with love. Let love guide you, not fear.